Despite living in New England, my early years of hiking were all in western United States, and I've seen some of the most amazing landscapes. While I always like hiking the White Mountains, I never thought the view is in the same league as the West. I haven't seen the vibrant color, surreal landscape. It hasn't given me the feeling that I belong, that I want to go back over and over and over. But everything has changed after this hike. Aaron, tell us where we're going today.
We're going to Mount Zealand.
And Bonds.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna be a 30-mile hike, 3 days, and 7 mountains. And it's the best you can get with one car.
The first 2 miles of the trail is quite flat. We get to stay at the low elevation area. That's where all the fall foliage is. The fall color is at its peak. Very beautiful hike. Look at this view. I probably don't need to be in the picture. Aaron, tell us where we are.
Zealand Hut.
This is Galehead Hut. If we stay here, we'll be staying on one of the bunk beds. Nice way to spend the night in the mountains. And they serve breakfast here. Some pastries and drinks. Looks yummy. What are you eating, Aaron?
Banana bread.
Made by Mommy, right? Can you say thank you, Mommy?
Thank you, Mommy. Now we finished breakfast, we're gonna go to Bondcliff. It's getting steeper. We're at Cliff at 3,600 feet elevation.
There's clouds, so we don't see much view. Aaron, how was the sandwich?
Daddy, look, the clouds cleared.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Look at this foliage. Beautiful. And we finished lunch and we get okay view at Cliff. There's nice foliage. We didn't get to see the mountain range, but it's better than nothing. Now we're gonna move on to Zealand, Mount Guyot, and to our campsite. Aaron, let's go.
Yeah. Mount Zealand, and there's a sign right there.
First 4,000 footer of this trip. We're at the top of Mount Guyot. Top of Mount Guyot, when we come up, suddenly a lot of clouds are going away. That side, Franconia Ridge, we can see them. It's beautiful. It's nice that we hike so much time in the trees under the cloud. Once we get over the tree line, the mountains show up. It's really great. Look at those mountains. All right, I think the clouds clear up a little bit more. Look at the foliage down there. And Bonds, it's right there over the cloud. It's beautiful. It's beautiful here. And see that ridge? The ridge here? That's where we're gonna hike to.
We're 0.8 miles from our campsite, and I'm excited.
one, that's Mount Garfield. The high one, that's Twins. That's South Twins.
We're at Guyot campsite, and this is where we're gonna camp.
And this is a good location because it is 0.7 miles from Mount Bond. That's where we're gonna go tomorrow. We're excited to set up the camp. Aaron, can we go?
Yeah.
That's our platform. Knock, knock.
This is our home.
It's pretty cozy. We're probably gonna wrap up tonight. Aaron, your auntie is in the camera, okay?
Don't look at it, okay?
We hike about 8 miles, probably 3,500 elevation gain. We'll take a good night's sleep. We'll try to get to as many peaks as we can tomorrow. Good night. Day 2. We wake up 5:30 in the morning in the dark and we cook breakfast. We want to come out to Mount Bonds to catch the sunrise, and we did. Look at that.
This is my first time seeing undercast. Seeing it with the sunrise made it really cool.
After the epic sunrise at Mount Bond, we start to hike to Bondcliff. Bondcliff is a few hundred vertical feet shorter than Mount Bond, so instead of standing above the clouds, it's in the clouds, which means no views. But as we get closer, suddenly some strong wind blew away half of the clouds, and the mountain showed up. Lit up by beautiful morning sun, still surrounded by the remaining clouds. The view was unreal.
It was so good. It was like a fairy tale. I'll never forget it.
Magical view only lasts for 15 minutes. By the time we get to the top of Bondcliff, the show's over, the clouds roll in. It's foggy right now, so we're gonna wait for the fog to disappear. Aaron, what are you eating?
Cliff Bar. We're at the top of Bondcliff.
This should be their commercial, right? The sun came out a little bit, so there's a bit of view. I'm gonna show you around. So that's Mount Bond, where we came from. West Bond. Over here, right above the cloud, that's Lincoln Lafayette, just over the clouds. This rock is Bondcliff Rock. The drop from here is the abyss. We cannot see it now, but it's like steep drop. We waited for 20 minutes on the top of Bondcliff, get about 5 minutes of window to take some shots when the clouds disappear. Now the clouds roll in. We're moving on, go back to Mount Bond, then West Bond. More cliff, more view to come. We summit Mount Bond again. We're above clouds, so we do get some view. That's Franconia Ridge, but everything else is in the clouds. So we're gonna skip West Bond until later today. We're gonna go to Twins. The decision to skip West Bond for South Twin turned out to be a good one. By the time we go to Mount Guyot, there's no clouds. We're at top of Mount Guyot. This side of the mountain clearly doesn't have cloud. Where are we?
We're at South Twin Mountain, and it's my favorite mountain yet.
Because why? Because of view?
Yeah. Because we're like way over the clouds. And we can see Franconia Ridge.
From South Twin, the North Twin is an easy 1.3 miles hike away. The top of North Twin doesn't have any view, but the open ledge nearby has fantastic view of town of Franconia, which is covered by red leaves, and the Franconia Ridge, as well as the destination we're going to go to. We can go back to South Twin, then go down the hill to the Galehead Hut, then summit the Galehead Mountain. South Twin, that's where we're going.
We're at South Twin Peak, and since the clouds cleared up, the presidential range is gone.
The view on top of South Twin without clouds was totally different from what we saw 2 hours earlier. We can see Presidential Range, we can see Mount Kerrigan, Mount Bond, and the entire mountain range. It is very beautiful. Leaving South Twin for the second time, now we head to Galehead. The trail between top of South Twin to the Galehead Hut is only 0.8 of a mile, but the elevation change is 1,150 feet, so it's really steep. It took us a while to get there. That's the South Twin Mountain. We just come down. Let's get in. Alright, we can eat those. What you eating?
Gingerbread.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Nothing beats a nice pastry after a hard day of hiking, right?
Yep.
Comparing to the other magnificent mountains we saw that day, Mount Galehead is a relatively small one. We quickly climbed to the top of the mountain, which there's no view. We stop at an outlook point, which we have a good view of the hut and the South Twin. Then we quickly go back to grab our bag. Alright, that's gonna be the big climb. We're gonna climb up there. We're already summited about 5 peaks, and we hike, I think, 11 miles. Now we need to go back to the camp. It's a little bit after 4. We have 3.7 miles to go. Normally this is not a problem, but the next 0.8 miles, we have 1,150 vertical feet to go. So that alone is probably gonna take us a little bit more than an hour. The view on South Twin should be phenomenal during the golden light. So see you later. Alright, we are on the top of South Twin again. Took us only 40 minutes to hike up from Galehead. So it's a miracle. But it's almost sunset. It's beautiful. This is hands down the best 360-degree view at least I've seen in the White Mountains. No wind, no clouds, beautiful golden light. And we're gonna go back to Bond.
So this is the most beautiful sunset I've seen because it's on a mountain.
Look at the moon.
It's a red moon.
Yeah.
Isn't it rare?
Yes, it's beautiful. What a way to end the day. Fantastic sunset. We hike 14 miles today, summit 8 peaks, tons of elevation gain. We saw sunrise. Now we're seeing this beautiful sunset. What a day. Fantastic way to end the day. It's day 3. We get up early in the morning. It's like 6:20 before the sunrise. We just pack up the tent. We're gonna go up Mount Bond. Sun's gonna come out. We're probably gonna miss the sunrise, but we should have some good views up top. Alright, talk to you later. We're on the top of Mount Bond for the 3rd time. There's no cloud. It's beautiful. You can see all of the mountain around. Leaving Mount Bond, we're heading to our last peak of this trip, West Bond.
It's 0.9 miles from Mount Bond. I think we're gonna get there in probably 10 minutes. From the look of it, we need to climb 250 vertical feet. I heard the view on top is good from someone who just came back from there. So looking forward to it.
The views brought back the memory of our favorite moments.
One more time. Yes.
The majestic clouds at Bondcliff, the epic sunrise at Mount Bond, the fantastic sunset at Mount Guyot, the different flavors of South Twin, and here at West Bond, we're having breakfast with Franconia Ridge at the backdrop.
Alright, we're back from West Bond. We're gonna climb up Mount Guyot. Then after that, we'll meet Mommy and Ariel at Cliff.
This was the first time I spent the night in the mountains to see the sunrise and the sunset. Not only the mountain looks different in early morning and evenings, it sounds and smells and feels different. I love the smell of the spruce trees in early morning when there's absolutely no wind. I also like the sound of flowing water at the campsite while looking at the stars. Having the full experience in the mountain helped me appreciate how beautiful the White Mountains are. I never had this experience when I judged White Mountain in the past. It's like judging a book by its cover, and I was wrong about White Mountains.
Can you tell me what you're doing?
Shielding the wind.
You really want this lunch, right?
Squeeze. Squeeze.
Eating a hot meal in the mountain is one of the most satisfying things.
Oh, that looks so good.
But it's even more satisfying when we saw Grace and Ariel. Having seen each other for 2 days, Aaron and Ariel were basically inseparable.
Do you like the view?
Yeah!
You like Cliff?
Yeah.
Are you happy to see Aaron and Daddy?
Yeah.
Alright. Now it's time to go down.
And play our band, right? Piggy on a stick! Piggy on a stick! Piggy, piggy, piggy! Piggy on a stick!
Watching them smile and sing gave me a lot of joy. For the rest of the hike, I feel very content and satisfied. Being surrounded by the people who I love and doing the thing we share the same passion for, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. This is where I want to be. This is where I belong. I haven't left the mountain. I'm already thinking about when to come back. White Mountains are a special place. I want to come back here over and over and over.